Hello everyone, my name is Tara and I did my internship at Kaiser Permanente that's located in Downey. So when I first started the process of this KP uh, internship program, I actually began in the fall semester in September 2020 and I'm still currently in this internship still throughout my spring semester. So how I found this was it was through a school email that was sent by the HCA coordinator because she got this news from the person who was direct in this program, and she was looking for openings if students were interested in doing an internship during this pandemic back from last year, and she attached a PowerPoint presentation where what things do they need to require, such as like background checks, immunization record, and such, etc. So then I was interested in doing Kaiser Permanente internship, so I signed up and started the onboarding process by reading the PowerPoint and looking at the other material that was required. So for the selections, I had to send all my KP document into one big PDF file and send it through email to the KP coordinator. And I also received an email from the KP coordinator that I needed to be clear by employee health status, which is VHS at Kaiser, by sending my immunization records in order to be approved and cleared. And I guess around mid-October, I got an email saying back from my KP coordinator that I was clear, and I was accepted to this internship program from Kaiser Permanente located in Downey. With the orientation about this internship program, I was required to do readings from the KP Learn website, and then I got an email received from the KP coordinator that she also assigned additional readings for me to do, which was called Keep You Learn, which was more about like getting to know the policy and what needs to be expected before I start my internship. And once I was completed and done with all the readings and materials, I had to send the certificate from the training videos. And then after that, I was able to go on KP campus to get my ID and badge and my car permit from my preceptor. So with everything that was done, for the onboarding process, the requirement for it was just getting a background check, immunization records, and getting a drug test. But Kaiser, they looked at two specific drug tests, which was cannabinoid and metamorphine, and lastly, getting all your documents signed. So once I got my ID badge and my car permit, I had a discussion with my preceptor when we first met up, and I was enrolled as a hospital administration intern, and my preceptor placed me in the ophthalmology department. So the ophthalmology department is on the surgical side compared to the optometry, where staff members are helping patients who have eye condition or a problem with their eye. So like eye condition that include signs of cataract, eye infection, glaucoma, and optic nerve problem. and they would look at the front, side, behind the eye by using special eye equipment to see what's going on in a patient's eye. When I was in the ophthalmology department, there was a couple of projects I did during my internship, such as working on a thermometer project. So for this project, we collaborate the thermometers to show results that are accurate or try to make it accurate as possible. And this machine is monitored by the intraocular pressure IOP, which means you're looking behind of the eye and seeing signs of glaucoma. Another project that I did is employee filing, is where I am looking at employee files to see what documents they have or what they don't have, and then I would put it on an Excel spreadsheet to see what's needed or what needed, what expires, or what needs to be input there. And lastly, a waste bin project is where I train and ask employee staff if they know what things or items that need to go to in each color bin, such as, like, let's say blue, it's for recycling, so things that can go into the blue bins is like paper, cardboard, or like red bin, more like on the hazardous side, like alcohol wipes, anything, chemicals, and such. And there are activities that I done is ADITE, which is known as Knowledge, Introduction, Duration, Explanation, and Thanks. So this activity allows me to observe and take notes for employees based on their service with patients when they go in to check up on their eyes. And another activity that is a COVID cost log is where I create a weekly schedule on an Excel spreadsheet related to shift for employees to get paid by COVID cost centers. So I would have to look on a website called wenttowork.com. So this website is looking at schedules for our department only, like the employee names, date, times, the months, and throughout the week. And another activity that I've done is SAQ scores. This activity allows me to know which staff members are doing well or poorly based on percentages when they reflect on patient survey from their care service. And lastly, care experience deep dive summary. This activity, I would put in the percentage from the SAQ scores, and based on this, when they work, whether they work poorly or well, I use that percentage and color code it as poorly, well, medium, okay, and I would use green as excellent, red, poorly, and yellow, moderate, based on each staff performance. Internship is our, like, I learn or enhance is my computer skills, self-motivation, time management, verbal and written communication, interpersonal relationships, teamwork, and creativity. The contribution during this internship is that I am engaged in working on the assignment and project such as employee filing, the care experience deep dive summary, the SAQ scores, and the COVID cost logs. Second, communicating with the manager, supervisor, and employee staff in the department. Lastly, is also being part of the team in the department and the healthcare environment. With the takeaways, I feel like the onboarding process was a long process because it took me a while to sort out things and updating my records with such as vaccination and getting these drug tests. Also learn about management and clinical side of the department, show professionalism, got to know the healthcare environment, and lastly, I also got to experience in using Excel spreadsheet more. After when I am done with my internship, the next step, or what's next, is that I'm going to start looking for a job in the healthcare field that I'm interested in, gain more experience, and lastly, plan to do more research about possible job in the healthcare field. And the skills to develop is trying to improve my communication skill. Second, build up my leadership skills. And lastly, maybe get more advanced with using computer skills, program applications such as like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access. With the next step, I will be looking through job posting, updating my cover and resume, maybe network with people using LinkedIn and in person, and lastly, apply for jobs. With the growth and development, I will be keep researching, trying out different jobs out there in healthcare, keep track of my skills and work experience, surround with people, supportive people such as my friends and family, and lastly, never give up and always try my best. And this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.